Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of All the Magic Spellbound. I did a little works off camera since last episode, and I can't fully remember everything I did. I believe this was one of the first things I did. I added more of these drawers up above. I had a lot of prosperity shards in my backpack, which you can see is also empty. Um, I sorted a lot of the stuff we got, and I ended up making this over here, which I'm planning on summoning some spirits to kind of break up all the different ore we found. Now, a lot of the ore we found actually, I ended up, I think it, nope, not here. Am I wearing the right, wearing the right spellstone? Yes, I am. I just want to make sure I can dash without causing a rainstorm. A lot of this ore, like Vintium ore, cannot be put through the crusher spirit, so I'm just having it smelted in here, and in fact I need to give it more coal, so I'll go ahead and give it a stack. I grabbed a little too much. What else did I do? I made another foliot book of binding. I didn't bind it yet though, so I'll go ahead. I think did I make two? No, I think I made two to begin with. What was it? I think I had two to begin with. I used one to make the Foliot Lumberjack. That one ended up dying. I think I talked about that in a different episode where I moved him back over there. But it looks like I can just remake it into a normal bound book, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then I will bind a new one like that. And the reason that I want three different ones is because the Crusher Spirit, which, oh, where was it? Rituals, this one. It suggests that I have a Transporter Spirit as well as a Janitor Spirit to give the Crusher Spirit the ore from the chest, and then the Janitor to pick it up and put it in a different chest. So that's what I have kind of spaced out there. This is where the output is. I put this ore in here because I meant to smelt it. I don't actually know why that's there. I think I just put it in there because I was lazy. I also have this obsidian here to remind myself that I wanted to crush it, but I don't remember what I needed crushed obsidian for. Was it a quest reward? Or not a quest reward, but a quest step, maybe? Where is occultism? Okay, I do need obsidian dust, so it's just a quest reward, but I'll just do it like that. So I already went through all these ore, I believe can be, it has this little icon saying Crusher Spirit, so that means all of this can go through um, this process, and it should work just fine. So, what else did I do? I feel like I did something else, and I can't remember. In fact, actually, let's put all this redstone in a drawer just because I have a lot, and that'll save me some space. Um, I guess this also reminds me, I could upgrade my backpack because now it's empty. I think I'll go ahead and do that. It's a lot of diamonds, but I think it's worth it. Another quest reward, wrong button. There we go. So that now is 8 times 64 items per slot, which whatever you can do the math if you want to know how many items that is. It's gonna be a lot. I also the reason my inventory kind of looks weird, how I got it staggered like this. What did I need the blocks of coal for? Um, I put this like this because this is the ingredient steps to summon the transporter spirit and the janitor spirit. I just switched that out for the janitor. Right now it's set to the transporter. In fact, I guess I can Let's start summoning spirits, I guess. That'll make things a little easier, hopefully. That, that, and we'll start with the transporter. Um, there we go. Fully out transporter, it says, so we'll just wait for it to work. Ooh, that was weird. Was that because I was looking at it? My mouse was like going back and forth slightly. I don't know if anyone else saw that. Maybe I'm just crazy. Also, it looks like we got new neighbors. I saw these out in the wild. They seem to be passive as long as I don't hit them, so I'll just leave them alone, although he really wants in. um, though we got a skeleton horse in our garden too. That's fine. We got a lot of animal friends on this island. There we go. We got our book, the Book of Calling Foliot Transporter, and here is him right now. I'm going to go ahead and store him in the book for now, just because if he is on a timer for how long we can summon him, I don't want that timer to be wasted since we don't have our other spirits ready. I think the janitor works the same. Yeah, it looks like he has his own book as well. So let's go ahead and summon the janitor. I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually matter what order these are in, but I'll try to keep it like the recipe because I think that's what it was. And then we'll use another book of binding. Started summoning Foliot Janitor. That's what it said at the bottom. So we'll let this ritual go through. This reminds me, I should also take off my dislocation ring because that means the janitor will actually, if I'm nearby, I won't suck up the crushed ore that the janitor was picking up, or is supposed to be picking up that the crusher spirit makes. Ooh, that reminds me. Or did I put that in this chest? I did not. Okay, we have one ancient debris somewhere, and I think it's in my chest back there. Once the spirit is summoned, I'll put him in his book. Oop, hello, Book of Koliat. Janitor. Drak Marakhark? I'm gonna just butcher this all the time. Their names, they're spirits of another world. I don't think I'm meant to be able to pronounce them. Let's go ahead and find that ancient debris. I think I would have put it in here. Yes, I did. And then to summon the, what was it? The ore crusher that is iron ore, gold ore, copper ore, and silver ore, which we definitely have. It's just one of each. So one iron, one copper, one gold, and ooh. Oh, okay. I do have silver. I just didn't have a lot of silver. Okay. I hope I don't need a lot of silver for a lot of different uses. Or I don't know why I said it like that. I hope I don't need to get a lot of silver. And I think I must click the wrong book. The Avari circle, that's still this one. Uh, that's a different one. Should I have tried making a genie? I mean, I don't have the dusts to summon this one, but a genie might have worked better. And I definitely don't have any Eisnium, so we'll just have to. There's another one? Marid. Block of Eisnium. Fatma's. That seems like a rude name, but I'm guessing that's the actual pronunciation. Fatma's incentivized attraction. That's a big circle. Oh my gosh. It's got wither skeleton heads and skeleton heads. It looks crazy. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's go ahead and summon this crusher, and I'll go ahead and get my transporter and janitor ready. Oh my gosh, this thing fell asleep on the window. He's so cute. He does have one too many pairs of legs for my comfort. That kind of makes him look more like a centipede or some kind of other bug. I don't know. That's a little unnerving to watch. But it is still kind of cute. Okay, our Crusher was successfully summoned, and he is already, I think, ready for work. So, um, set extract will be from that diamond chest, and then set deposit. Spirit is not currently bound. I don't want to bind the spirit to that book. I want to bind your deposit. Oh, okay. Did that work? Is that I missed the text slightly. Hands items over to Krillmormimir. Okay, you should be working. Extracts blocks from there. Um, why aren't you working? I picked the transporter, right? Yeah. Does he not recognize a diamond chest as something he can take from? Extract. Maybe from the top. Let me see if I have some chests. Oh, I do not. Oh, sorry, my game looked like it was lagging there, but maybe that was just me being weird. Let's go ahead and make a normal Minecraft chest real quick and see if he'll extract from that. Oop. Let's just put a stack of gold ore in there. Go ahead and extract there. Why aren't you... Now extract from there. Do I have to tell him what kind of items to pick up? Let extract deposit. We'll now hand items over. Let me read up on... I went too far. Transporter. As far as I can tell, this should be working. I'm a little worried that maybe you're standing in a location he thinks he can't get to. Let me just push him closer. Okay, do you want to go anywhere else? No. Deposit is set for you. Extract is set for... Okay, what's not working? Can I throw a bunch of gold at you? Oh, he picked up the gold. I guess I'll set up the janitor now, so... Set deposit for... And set... Base location, 16 by 16 looks like the smallest, so we'll set it there. Um, why aren't you working? I mean, you're working, but your friends aren't helping you. Hmm. Maybe let's set the base location. Oh! Okay, he moved over there. I'm not sure why this isn't working. Just in case. Okay, this is gonna be a waste of chalk. I think I'm gonna erase the chalk on the ground. It doesn't make sense to me why that would be blocking them, but that's the only thing I could think of. Like they think that there's stuff in the way of each other. Or maybe that they're not recognizing that that's a chest they can deposit in. Let's make the janitor. Oh, I put him back in this book. Set deposit there. Hmm. I'm gonna log out of the game and relog back in. Just real quick and see what happens. Because this is kind of similar to how the lumberjack was working. And I did get him to work eventually. Okay, I'm logged back in. And they don't appear to be working still. Let's try... Okay, you're currently full, so you wouldn't have anything work to do at the moment. You... Oh, there we go. Okay. I had to set him to a blacklist, so he will extract everything out. Okay. So he should work once you have space, maybe. What about you? Maybe it's the same issue with you. Yeah, make it a blacklist. Okay, he's working. I just didn't know how to do... I didn't know they were set on a blacklist, and now he should deposit in the right storage anything he finds on the ground. There we go. Okay. Um... Yeah, okay. He's actually going to shove this chest in there too, I think. There we go. Okay. That was just me being dumb. I'm gonna push the crusher a little more this way, just because I want to see the transporter. Okay, he did move with him. I guess I could just watch and see if this number goes down. His essence decay is already at 1%, and he's barely gone through a stack. I'm a little worried that the transporter's not working quite well. Unless... No, he brought him back up. I guess he doesn't do it every one. He does it like every two, maybe? Maybe me interacting them with is messing it up, but I'm gonna double check. Extract from there and deposit in. Okay, it should be working. Okay, I'll let you work. I'll see how long you guys last, and I think it looks like you're the only one that actually has essence decay right now. So that's good to know that I probably don't have to resummon my janitor or transporter. I'm gonna go ahead and throw their books in here to keep them safe so I can manage them later, because I could use these guys for a couple different things. As soon as he's actually done crushing that all, I could make a different type of automated system to smelt it all, but I'll probably just end up throwing all the things in there. Uh, Looks like that's almost done. I think this... I could crush this with create, but I'm still learning create. I've watched a couple videos on kind of how it works, and it seems really interesting, but I am not at all yet learned at it. I can't say that I fully understand how it works. Um, what was I gonna do with these blocks of coal? Also, let me put this ancient debris in this chest as well before I forget. In fact, I think I might make that the next thing he wants to grab. Let's actually... What else do I need for the quest? Because I really want that done before I go too far. I got gold. I need iron, silver, and copper. Iron, silver, copper, and obsidian. Okay, so once he's done doing all that gold, it should immediately grab the obsidian, he'll break that down, then the iron, he'll break that down, silver, copper, and then you can just work on the rest in bulk. I don't know how much of it he's going to be able to get through, unfortunately. But that's fine. I hope this horse doesn't mess up their daily workings. But we'll see how that goes. Um, I think I was going to. I think I know what this goal was for, but I wasn't sure how I was gonna do it quite yet. Let's see. Can we make an open crate? Yes, we can. Just living wood planks. I think all my living wood is over here. Um, there we go. How should I do this? I guess let's make a hopper since I have a chest on me. And because I don't think I have another one at the moment. What this is gonna be for is a way to automate our uh mana production over by the botania flowers. I think I described it, but it'll be easier to show what I mean. Let's see, I'll need a let's get a stack of that. And now I need some blocks. I guess I'll just use planks for now, even though it's gonna kind of not look that great. But we will at least make a simple way of doing this. Um, Easiest way to get this set up probably would be over here. So we're gonna start. I didn't make the pressure plate. There we go. So the whole goal of this system is that blocks of coal will land on the pressure plate and activate it. As long as there's one item on that plate, it will keep a signal on. Ooh. Why isn't it getting... Excuse me? Are they full of mana? Wait, where's my wand? Yeah, those are blocks of coal. Oh, I think I shifted that. Okay, that's what happened. They were full of mana. I shifted where the mana spreader was. So this ended up getting full of mana, but it didn't have anywhere to put it. Okay, so that's good to know. So that one's active. If I throw another here, it should get eaten. Yes, it did. Okay, this should work then. There's a couple different ways of doing this, and depending on the version of Minecraft you're on, I think this can change, but I think the easiest way was doing it like this. Um, then, sorry, I have to build it a little weird first, but hopefully it'll make sense. Then I put the hopper on top. I think that'll work, so if I do that, uh, let's throw redstone on it because that won't get sucked up. That is not activating this redstone, it doesn't look like. What if I do it like that? Okay, no. So I'll have to make this different. I think this could work. Oh, let me try one thing. Because I've seen videos of people do weird stuff with torches. So if I do that, that does not get activated. But if I do that, does that deactivate the torch? It does. Okay, so I could... I need to reverse it again is the problem. So it'd be like that. This block needs to, I guess, have another torch that is active. But then I'm gonna have to build this all one higher if I'm gonna do it like this. I don't think this is still an efficient way of doing this system, the way that I currently have it, but it will work and is fairly compact. There we go. So now a signal is leading into that when there's an item on it, and if I remove that item, that turns on that torch, which activates this block. An activated block will turn off that torch, meaning that signal is off, meaning oh, I guess I should have first explained what an open crate does. Basically, any item put into it will immediately drop right below it, and it'll drop in like a very precise manner, like reproducible, I guess. Whereas like a dropper kind of has a little bit of variance where the item kind of flies a little bit left or a little bit right, and for our purposes that doesn't really matter, but it works really well for this design. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw. Let's do three. Two of them. Actually, we'll do four. Three of them should get eaten up. Why aren't you working? There we go. Okay. I guess I miscounted which ones were active. I'll go ahead and put the rest of these blocks of coal in. And as soon as the last one is consumed, which this might take a while, I could actually remove this block as well. Let's go ahead and pick it up as well. The only problem with this design is because the open crate is so high, there's a little bit more time before the blocks of coal land on the pressure plate. So you might have like two blocks of coal at a time before the signal stops it again, if that makes sense. If I guess we can just test that this way as well. So it drops three actually when one's done. I wonder if there's a way we could slow that. I'm not sure how we could without something really crazy. Um, sorry, yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about that. I think that would end up being a problem. Oh, we got Phantom spawning above us. I think it would be a problem in the long run because we'll eventually get to a point where we might be wasting coal because it's just spending too much time sitting on this pressure plate and eventually despawning. And we don't really want to waste coal with the system. So what we could do is build it partially underground. Real quick, does this activate a redstone signal? It does. Okay, I didn't mean to break that. I need that. So if that gets activated, that could activate a block there, which then will activate this torch, which is now deactivated. Do that. Add that hopper. Okay, perfect. We basically condensed this whole system one more block. So now it's still dropping two blocks at a time, but that's better for our circumstance. That is a lot of, I just looked at the minimap, there's a lot of phantoms above me. And none of them are really coming down, and I don't know. Ooh. It's kind of a thunderstorm happening, but that's fine. I would like to... Let me get my crossbow, actually. Let's see if we can kill some of them.